Hey there! So, here are some hot chocolate brownies dripping with chocolate sauce. Or if you do not like eating them like that, how about eating brownies with some ice cream? Now, we cannot say no to that combination, can we? Now, to make these chocolate brownies, let's take about 160 grams of dark chocolate. Now, I'm going to boil it using double boiler method. I've filled the cooker with some water and I started boiling it. So, this chocolate will be actually melted from the steam. Make sure that your bowl doesn't touch the water. It should only be heated from the steam but not the water directly. Once that water touches the bowl, our chocolate will be burnt immediately. So make sure while doing it in double boiler method, or you can melt it for 10 seconds, about twice or thrice in microwave, but make sure that you are just near the microwave because it might get burnt very easily. Here I am using double boiler method. Now this will take some time considering the fact that I have actually taken the chocolate out from fridge. If your chocolates are placed outside, it might take lesser time. Now take about half cup of butter. Now let's melt them together. Usually butter will melt easily compared to chocolate. Now butter wouldn't take much time. Be careful while you're melting these two together. Make sure that you aren't touching the bowl directly. It will be very hot. If at all you intend to touch the bowl, you better wear a oven mitten or something, or you'll burn your hands. So like I told you, this will take some time. Butter will get melted easily, but chocolate, it will take its own sweet time. So yeah, so this has melted properly. You can see that it is smooth now. Now we can keep this mixture aside. Now let's make the brownie. Take about half cup of white sugar as well as half cup of brown sugar. Now make its powder. Now we'll be adding about 3 eggs. Add 1 egg at a time and start mixing it. Do not add all 3 eggs at once. So yes, this is the third egg. Combine them properly. I prefer adding sugar powder rather than the direct sugar. Somehow I feel this will get dissolved easily compared to the granulated sugar. Since I've used brown sugar too, we are getting this color. Now I'm using Sprig natural bourbon vanilla extract, about 1 teaspoon. This gives lovely fragrance. This is the direct extract, not vanilla essence. So it gives lovely flavor to our brownies. Now mix them together. I'm using hand mixture over here. You can do it with your whisker too. Now let's pour our chocolate and butter mixture into it and combine it together. This mixture will be very thick. Make sure you combine it properly. You can use a whisker too. Now once you're done doing it, take about 1 whole cup of maida. You'll be actually using 1/4 cup of cocoa too. So sieve it properly. Whenever you make cakes or brownies, make sure that you sieve your flour. I've already told you. This will give aeration to our cakes. Now I've taken 1/4 cup of Harshey's cocoa powder. Since it's a brownie, it calls for large amount of cocoa powder. it needs that quantity. Now I added about half teaspoon of baking powder. Now for brownies, adding baking powder isn't necessary. It's your choice. If you want some cakey texture, you can add baking powder, or you can skip it too. For cakes we need to add baking powder, but here for baking brownies, baking powder is just an exception. Based on your choice you can add. Now I added about half cup of warm water. Usually brownies do not need milk unless you are making eggless brownie. You can happily make it with water, because adding milk will make it even more thicker and cakey. We do not want that. We want brownie texture itself. So always use cut and fold method, like I told before. Do not mix it clockwise and anti-clockwise, that way. Use cut and fold method. Now only while mixing liquid ingredients I used hand mixer. Once I added the flour, I only used the whisker and the silicone spatula. Now I've taken a cake tin, lined it with butter paper and added our cake mixture to it. Tap it for a few times so that if at all any water bubbles are there, they'll escape. Now nothing wrong in adding more chocolate to our brownies, isn't it? So you can add dark chocolate chips. This is an exception too. If you wish to add, you add, or you can skip. Some prefer adding walnut pieces, chopped almond pieces. Like I said, whatever you wish to add, you can add. I added Chocochips. The more chocolate, the merrier our brownie will be, isn't it? No wonder it is called best friend brownie, because it contains more chocolate and it is made with lots and lots of flour. Now I placed my cake tin into the oven, which is preheated at 180 degrees for 10 minutes. Now I am setting the oven temperature for 180 degrees, and this will be baked for about 34 minutes, 34 to 35 minutes. So this is how our brownie will get baked. The sight itself is delicious, right? We'll just have to wait for 34 minutes to get a delicious brownie. See, it has risen, right? We've added our baking powder, so this will definitely rise. So here we are, a lovely brownie is baked. It does look delicious, right? All warm and smelling heavenly. Now the baked smell of brownie is of different level. You just can't help, you just want to just snatch a piece of brownie and eat it immediately. It smelled that delicious. It was very hot too. So I took some time to slice the brownies. The crumbly texture and all. Usually brownies, they have this crumbly texture, unlike the regular cakes. Do not worry, it's okay. Since you will be adding a lot of dark chocolate, even within, if you find soft, it's okay. So this is how I placed my brownies. They tasted delicious and I loved it to bits. So do give it a try. So here I am pouring some chocolate syrup over it. Some prefer having it with chocolate syrup. Some prefer eating it alone as they are. They taste equally delicious when eaten alone. If at all you intend to pour some chocolate syrup, you can very well pour it. It only adds to the taste. Now that's a lovely sight, right? Chocolate sauce dripping on a brownie. What more can you ask for? So if that is not what you like to, that is not how you like to eat your brownie, add some chocolate with your warm brownies. Well, that will taste equally wonderful. Cold ice cream and hot brownies make wonderful combination. Thank you. Hey guys, so wishing you a very happy friendship day. So these brownies are called best friend brownies for a reason. They contain lots of chocolate and is made with lots and lots of love. Something my friends I know would definitely enjoy, because my friends, most of us are pure chocoholics. We love eating chocolate in all forms. So obviously, brownies are our first choice of dessert. So that's why I thought I should be posting this today. So once again, wish you all a very happy friendship day, and do bake this lovely goodies to for your friends. Thank you.